League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans.
Come on!
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on!
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start
my game in the
at
chat,
the 21-yard line.
He got a fast quarterback, so that got to go like that. He can come off there. He can come off there.
Oh, this shit on real time. I can see everything you're saying.
60 pitches.
Yeah.
Bravo. Go.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Come on!
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Huh?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Huh?
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Why is that?
Second and 10. Throw left side complete.
That's that fucking tight end, man. That nigga fucking burnt. You like that,
past
man?
the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan.
She was trying to chase the nigga, right?
12-yard pickup.
Huh?
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now.
Like the way he came off, that shit was like crazy.
Season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season. What a nice completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Damn, this nigga.
He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
What?
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. Gurley. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game,
come on!
Pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Hit, young blood.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You're talking about the safety, right?
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Second and 5. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And not going to be able to push this forward.
What you going to do?
Runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Nigga, Mel shine on the other one when he got in this position.
Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it? Or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Woo!
Turned away on
Clutch!
and goal.
Clutch!
And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a
goal line 4-3, right? Yo. You talking on the game, bro? The TV of the game.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yo, I need that fucking charger, man.
Set, 180.
Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. Vincent, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now again, right side. Vincent.
Oh my God.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That was your shit, boy.
Like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That was your shit. Damn.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 44. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? And
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, no, my bad. I guess you cleaned up. All right. Come on!
in this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Moore
Why
on
would
the
you do that,
return.
Moore?
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Mayfield. open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dude did come off the edge, but he's not the one.
On the ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Vincent. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Vincent. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Mayfield for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go, go. Get it.
The setup, a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Back to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The kick by Maher is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick.
That's
2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Benson. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7. Mayfield dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Oh, shit.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 14. They complete it to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Big Griffin.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jackson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
We got to step it up.
Go.
Motion.
Hey, Echo.
41's the mic. Check 41.
Yeah, let's get a sack one.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo!
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 133. Hey, Delta. I got you.
Now Mayfield steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really
I'm like, where the fuck is that noise coming from?
Really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them
in the potty chat. I forgot I was in the potty chat.
And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Fucked up.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way over the sack that time, Taven Bryant. You never want to give up a sack from the O-line.
I was going to try to lean back over there and get it,
for
but
several reasons,
that wasn't no guarantee.
They felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep
that nigga, like he wanted to be stuck on that play.
Wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing
feeling the same way. Like, is that nigga about to stand there?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get
every time I'm in that play, I don't got time to set my fucking shit up.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield now from the 50.
That could have been pick 6. That nigga threw that shit. Wow.
Open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Oh, nigga ended up taking it from you.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Vincent. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
You seen that run, Mill?
Team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, I'm here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Second down and inches. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to go back to Moore there. Mayfield on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
But bad enough you're slow. And you can't hold the fucking goddamn pass. Hold the catch.
Here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Score.
On third down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
Or the running back, or we're talking about the outside nigga.
Never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can
run. He had niggas wide open. That nigga crazy.
Didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Looking to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're running with Gerlin. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Hey, high 7.
41 Mike.
That's 5.
He'll look to throw. And he's caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey,
2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Somebody should have been holding. Too much fucking pressure coming in here.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
This will be caught inside the 10.
Damn, you caught the fuck out that shit.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 41's the mic.
Hey, just 2.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is in.
Oh, I know he mad.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And
defensively,
that might just seal a week 1 victory. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the
I want to put the pressure on these defense, nigga.
Start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
On the ready. Hey, exit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
What's your old boy?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
No way to escape, and he goes down.
Hold on, Bill.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out.
When you get back and call